Most buyers are losing deals right now, and they don't even know why. All right, welcome everybody to MH Live. I'm Dave Siracusa. I'm right here with Ed Salvatore. Ed Salvatore has been with me by my side now for 19 years working with SunBelt Homes. We're happy to have him every single day. He's one of the experts in the industry, providing you and our customers with great service and great knowledge. So, welcome, Ed.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's great.
How about that introduction?
Good
huh?
intro.
There you
And
go.
we're sitting here in sunny Central Florida, 84 degrees, sunshine. I hope you're listening from a place where it's not as nice. So you really enjoyed the show.
Yeah.
We're going to give you some sunshine.
That's right. You know, and today we're going to be talking about one thing. Most buyers are losing deals right now, and they don't even know why yet.
They have no idea.
No, they don't.
It's crazy, and they shouldn't be. This should be their winning time. That should be winning every day when they're out looking for homes.
But they're losing because they're not striking. We're going to go through
They
that.
don't understand it.
That's right. We're going to go through that of what buyers need to understand right now. You know, that's what. So, I think we need to talk about the first thing that they need to understand, Ed, is that they are in control.
It's a buyer's market.
Absolutely.
Join in. Jump in the pool.
Yeah, they're in control. They're in the driver's seat. You know, I mean, there are so many homes out there for them to choose from.
More homes in this area for sale than there's been in years, and they're great deals.
And at this time, normally, our inventory gets a little bit lower, but actually, it's actually staying really strong right
It
now.
is, and we're going and listing appointments all the time, getting more homes for you to enjoy, for you to look at, for you to decide on. It is a great time to be a buyer. That's a buyer's market right now.
So when the buyers are in the driver's seat, what's that really mean? It means, one, they get choice of inventory. They get choice of product.
Absolutely.
You know, they
and
get
a lot of it.
A lot of it. They get to choose. Maybe, you know, back in the COVID times when times were tight and the market was so tight, people may have settled for a single wide that really wanted a big double wide. You don't have to do that right now. You'll be able to find exactly what you'll need. You'll be able to check off all the boxes. It's your market right now. Don't lose it. Take advantage of this. This is your market right now, and we really don't see buyers taking advantage of this at all.
No, and homes starting at $9,000. Now think about that. That's
At
not
good
even
homes, Ed.
That's
I mean,
not even a good used car.
We're not talking, you know, really bad homes that you wouldn't want to live in. I saw a home on our website for $18,000, and it was posted online, and the comments were, "Wow, this is a really good price." People were surprised because it was a beautiful home and it was completely furnished.
Yeah, well, tell them what website you were looking at.
Oh, well, I was looking at SunBeltHomesales.com for sure. The only website when you want to buy a manufactured home. I actually have it right here on my shirt. This is actually my baseball shirt, my old baseball shirt. When I weighed a little bit more, so it's a little big right now. But I pulled it out of the closet. I thought this would be appropriate.
It was in the back of the closet.
It was in the back of the closet. I pulled it out today, so yeah, love it.
Well, I'm glad it's baseball season.
Yeah, that's right. Opening day was a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, you know, so they're in control. They stay in control. But another thing is, too, the value for price paid is what they're getting right now. Why don't you talk a little? You can explain that a lot better than I can.
Now, value for price paid, that means that the inventory is very strong, and you're getting a lot of homes out there that have newer roofs, new air conditioning systems, all luxury vinyl plank flooring. The cabinets have been changed out. It's been a lot of updates. Vanities have been changed out.
You make your people do homework.
Oh, well, you know.
Sometimes, right?
That's sellers.
The sellers, yeah. So the buyers that are coming in, they're really seeing a good product. I mean, that's
Yes, they are. And you've got to realize that, well, here's a good example. There was a home on the market with another agency, and these people looked at it 3 years ago at $120,000. 3 years ago, okay?
Yeah.
They live, their family lives in the community, so they come and visit them each year. So, year 2, it's still $120,000. Year 3, they met me. I got all the pricing right. I made them paint some things inside the house.
Now, and I want to get this straight. This home was on the market for 3 years so far?
3 years.
Okay, go ahead.
Yep, this is its 3rd year.
Yeah.
In in a community that has a lot of homes, a lot of competition, mid-Florida Lakes, 1,200 homes.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I could see it. But it was just dated. It was very dated, and people couldn't see past the wood paneling. After I had my painters go in there, paint the house out, we put it on the market, and we sold it for $80,000. That's a real number.
So the buyer really did get value there.
Yeah, he did.
Value
They waited.
for
They
price-
waited.
Right.
They waited until this time, right now, and then that's when they.
Diane, what do you think? What would happen if that buyer found that home 3 years ago at $80,000? Would they have bought it?
Oh
Would they
yeah.
have bought it then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
So
would
3
have.
years. How much did 3 years of lot rent cost that seller?
In that community, probably you're right around holding fees and everything. You're looking at about $1,000 a month.
Okay, so $36,000 in lot rent it cost them, and then they still ended up reducing it $40,000.
But no, they actually lived there. They lived in the house.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't wasted.
No, that was fund fees.
So
It only becomes lot rent when you're not living in the house. When you're living in the house, they're called
Fund fee.
community fund fees.
Yeah.
Because it's fun to live in a community. It really is.
It is. That's good stuff.
Yeah.
But these people bought real estate, so they're going to make it up on the other side. So I convinced them that, but I
Mhm.
mean, they're going to make it on the other side. You can't just keep giving it away.
Yeah, that's a
on
good
this
point.
side.
You know, that's a good point, especially if you do have real estate that you're
Yeah.
selling. Because if you're
No,
selling
if you're
right now,
going to real estate, that's really good. If you're going to apartment or another land lease, that's not a great thing.
no. Well, my point was, if you are, say, you're selling a real estate home right now,
Yeah.
and you're going to get kicked in the shins a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, not a good
Yeah.
time to sell real estate. Not a good time to really sell anything in Florida right now,
Right.
right? But if you do have to sell, you're going to have to sell for a little bit of a less price. So I would say if you are selling your home less, you're going to get that deal when you buy. If you're going to sell to buy, if you're
Right.
selling a home and then buying a home, it's a wash because you may be losing money on the home that you sold, but
Right.
you're not going to be buying at a premium. You're going to be buying at a reduced rate right now. So you're going to be buying at a lower level. So it's all a wash. It's all relative, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand that, but on this case, if you're moving out, let's say you started off with in leased land, manufactured housing, you started off there, and you got the lay of the land. They're from New Hampshire, okay, so getting the lay of the land is pretty.
Yeah, they don't know.
They need to know that, you know.
Yeah.
They need to know what summer's like, you know.
The lay of the land here is flat.
Well, it's also hot.
Yes.
But anyway, but getting back to it, these people found their little niche here in this great community of Mid-Florida Lakes, and they enjoyed it. But then they bought real estate, so they know that they're going to accelerate over the years. They're younger seniors, probably 58, something like that.
Mhm.
So they're going to accelerate. They're in Inverness, Florida, so they're going to accelerate. That property's going to go up. It might take them 10 years. They got the 10 years.
Yeah.
If you're 80 or 90,
Yeah.
you've got the 10
Yeah.
years, okay?
Obviously, it's
This,
open now.
but this is, you've got the time to actually do it. So take a little bit less on this end and be done with it. You're not living there.
Exactly. That's exactly the point. You know, Ed, we also want to talk a little bit about community fees and kind of how that relates into all this, and you know why kind of buyers are losing deals right now, and a lot of it I think these community fees are out of whack, but they're really not.
They're not. They're not.
They're not at all.
Absolutely not.
And that's a misperception. We have to change that, and we're going to change that right now today, because I get so much. Oh, the park rent's going up. The park rents are a lot less expensive than
apartment
rents or mortgages, and we're going to talk about that going on.
We'll
But
talk about that
talk
later.
about the community fees and how they relate.
Well, community fees are going to go up each year because property values is based on property values. So they enhance their properties by bringing in new homes and this and that. Of course, it's going to go up. Florida real estate, the land value is always going to be going up. It's not Des Moines, Iowa.
That's
okay?
right.
Or Central Florida.
That's right.
It's different.
But we'll talk about the rest of that on the flip side of this. I guess we're up against a break, but you know, right now we've been talking about what buyers, how they're losing deals right now, and how to
And
stop
what
that.
buyers are getting wrong
Yeah.
right now. That's the
Losing
problem.
deals, getting them wrong. They are. They're losing a lot of great deals right now. They're out there. And you got to go to SunBeltHomesales.com to check out all those great deals. Go to our website right now, and you'll see a variety of homes from $9,000 to $300,000
Yep.
in 5-star communities in 3-star communities, in lower lot rent communities, and in higher lot rent communities. But the social activities are out there, man. There is something to do in all of these communities, and that's what they're offering. So it's different. Check it out. Go to SunBeltHomeSales.com. Hey, listen, we are right here at MH Live promoting our 4.7 stars on Google. That is an amazing rating. We have an amazing team that gets that rating for us, that produces that for us. And we just want to say thank you to our SunBelt team to get those 4.7 stars, over 300 reviews. I think it's about 320 reviews. So good job to the SunBelt staff. We're on your team, and we're proud to be on your team. Thanks again, SunBelt. All right. Welcome, everybody, back to MH Live. I'm Dave Syracuse here with Ed Salvatore. We are talking about what buyers are getting wrong and how to actually win in this market. Well, buyers are winning, that's for sure, Ed.
That's for sure.
If they play. You got to be in it to win it.
Yep, you have to.
You got it.
And we were talking about community fees going up and why they rise. We started off with, I was telling you about property values going up and them adding new homes.
Right.
Also, there's the fact that insurance for the whole community, not the houses individually, but that has gone up. That's risen a lot. You also, older the community, just like an older car, a lot more maintenance. Maintenance costs money. Materials cost money. So you are going to have, if you want to have a nice community and have all this going for you, then it's going to raise.
Yeah, I mean, it's
not
that
crazy
happens
raising.
like in condos too, but you get hit with a lot more of a assessment. It could be a bigger assessment.
Yeah, you could get hit with an assessment.
Yeah.
This way you can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You're protected.
In a condo, I mean, for instance, we own some condos at the beach in New Smyrna. We got hit with a $2,000 assessment for the roof. Just out of the blue, they needed to put a new roof on the place. $2,000 everybody got hit for. Hello.
You were lucky it was 2,000.
That's right.
That was a fly-by-night.
They wanted to heat the pool. That was another $2,000. So it comes. It comes, and you don't know it's going to come. And if you're in it with a condo, you're going to have to participate. But with these communities, like you say, the prices do go up. But remember, Social Security, your Social Security normally goes up too.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, they try to keep it at that. Sometimes they have to go up a little bit more than that. Sometimes they do just a straight 5 or 6%. And it could be $50 a month. If you're at an $800 a month lot rent and it goes up 6%, that's $48.
It's not that bad.
That's not that bad, no. And compared to again what all these rent prices are for apartments and condos and things,
That's
I think it's a
crazy.
great deal. Still a great deal.
Yeah.
Manufactured home housing is still an affordable way to come to Florida.
But you're getting more than just a
So
lot.
much more.
You're getting a lot more.
Activities.
Well, also, you're among your peers. You don't have a 30-year-old there next door to you and with the kids and all that.
A weight
you
room.
want this community feeling, community of your peers. You have security. There's a lot of activities that go on, ways of sharing. Also, the golf cart. I love those golf carts. So, anyway, but it's a great time.
Yeah, put the little dog in the golf cart, go around the community. It's great.
That makes
Wave
it
to
happen.
everybody. Fido loves everybody in the community. That's for sure.
Buyers, a few other things that you're getting wrong right now. Buyers, when you see homes priced between $10,000 and $100,000, there's probably going to be some community fees involved in that. Considering Lake County, our average home price in real estate is $357,000.
So at every time someone calls you and says that $20,000, does that include the land?
Oh, they want to know if they can fence it in.
Oh.
They want to know how big the property is.
I mean, I've really had people.
No,
I've really had
this is
people
really-
call and ask if that includes
They
the
still
land
do.
on
They still do.
$30,000
I don't even care where you live. I mean,
Well, they
it's
see
not-
it on Zillow, first of all, and Zillow doesn't really give all the answers. That's why we like to have people go to our website at SunBeltHomeSales.com, but it doesn't give all the answers.
No, with Zillow, they got Zestimates. I just had one last week. A $10,000 home, they were going to put $1,200 down and have $80 payments for 15 years.
Yeah, someone thought they could
Zestimate.
do that. Yeah,
So
you can't
that's
do that.
you can't do that because it's a real estate website and it's modeled for real estate. They're squeezing in leased land property, and when I tell you they're squeezing in, they're not telling you everything that you need to know. If you go on our website, we tell you how many dogs you can have,
Oh, yeah.
what they have to weigh,
What is
short hair,
included,
long hair.
What's included in the
No,
lot rent?
kidding, not long
You know,
hair,
if
short
they're-
hair, but.
What's included in the lot rent, the size of the porch, the size of this. I mean, you'll get all the information on SunBeltHomeSales.com rather than going to Realtor.com or Zillow.com. Any of those websites, they're going to give you, they're real estate websites, and they pick it up from us.
Yeah.
We do not put our homes on those websites. Do they help? Yeah, it's okay. They help. They mix in with all the real estate. And I guess when someone's coming to Florida looking to buy in Florida and they're looking at $400,000 and $500,000 homes, 3-bedroom, 2 baths, 1,500 square feet, and then they see a $70,000 home, they're like, whoa, what's this? Where's the deal
I
here?
need to get one of those.
I gotta get one of those. That's the one I want. And then they'll call them and ask, is the land included?
Yeah, and that comes on. The other thing that buyers are getting wrong here now, you guys don't understand that as agents, we can only show homes that we represent in our own company homes. So it's kind of like when you're dealing with these, they're dealing with chattel properties, dealt with titles. And just like Ford and Chevy, you might meet Bruce over at Ford looking at a Ford 150, but you want to take a look at a Silverado. Bruce cannot go over to Chevrolet and show you that product. That's the same thing in this industry here. You guys don't understand that because you're so used to real estate where you get Mary goes everywhere. She opens every door for you.
Right.
So it's something you guys get wrong. You guys, I know it's a little cumbersome because you like to hang out with me. Then you have to go, somebody else.
Well, it makes sense too, Ed, because think of it like this: SunBelt Homes has 200 plus listings. If you go to another company, they have just one listing in a community. I mean, you're going to be one and done, and you're going to have to call us anyways. It's best to maybe call the experts, call the professionals, call the people that have the inventory, and then we'll be able to check those boxes for you. We'll save you so much time. And time is money. Do you really? Let me tell you, it's going to get hot now. It was 84 degrees yesterday.
It's 84 days.
Is it 84 right now? Okay, it's getting hot. Now, in the summertime, it gets up to 90, 95, 100, 105, okay? Going through these homes, I would probably say you want to really streamline this in the summertime. And that's what we can do for you. You won't have to go just walk through homes randomly. If you get with a SunBelt agent, even someone like Ed's going to be able to describe everything to you, let you know the area. I mean, take you in a nice air-conditioned vehicle around the area, take you to a few homes that basically check your boxes because we're not randomly looking at homes. We're actually focused and doing this in a methodical way. And that's what you need. That's what's going to get you the best deal is a professional.
Yeah, buyers, you're getting that wrong too. You guys are out just riding around and happen upon a sign here and call this one and call that. And what I hear the most, I'm surprised you answered because most of the people don't answer the phones. And I try to do it as fast as possible because if I don't answer the phone, that's an opportunity for you not to get a home, and that's not good. So I try to answer all my phone calls, anything that I have related to you guys. But you guys have to realize that this is your market. You should be calling. It's an easier way to come into our building. We have a freestanding building right next to Avis Budget Rent-A-Car, right here in Leesburg. We have a big 55-inch screen. You come in here, we'll go through your needs, wants, and desires. We're going to streamline that down, and we're going to go find you a home.
And if you can't make it, we'll do it over our website with you. We'll actually have a meeting with you, whether it be a FaceTime meeting or whether we would just be on the phone and you'd be on the website, we'd be on the website, and we'd be saying, hey, let's go to here, check this one out, let's do this. And we'd actually continue to tour you right there on the website. And we're going to talk about that in our next segment when we go into open houses. But a lot of people are viewing these homes online, and that's kind of obviously with the technology now. That's where they're all looking at all these homes.
We'll go to that.
There's a lot of moving parts though to these homes.
And there's it's like a pancake. There's two sides to the pancake.
That's
okay?
right.
One side's the brokerage. And people just don't understand that when I tell them, okay, this house is going to cost you $20,000. You're going to need park approval. No. I'm paying cash. I'm gonna be paying cash
yes.
for this, okay? So I won't need any of that. No, 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 no. You got this wrong, see? So your obligation is to the community. I'm gonna sell you the home. We're gonna title it in your name. It's all gonna be free and clear. But you have to have the wherewithal to qualify to give them a monthly allowance each month. And they want you to be responsible for that. And so that means that no felonies, no evictions, no repos. Bankruptcies, we're good with that for about 4 years back. They really frown on them felonies, though. I'll tell you that right now.
No tax liens, no
tax
evictions,
lien, yep.
Things like that.
And that's the other side of the pancake. Now, that in itself can cause a deal to go south.
Oh, yeah.
We see that a lot.
Sure.
But what you need to do is come in, find the home you want, put the offer in. We'll send the contract to the community along with your application, and we'll expedite this. We know a lot of people. We can put in some good words.
Yeah.
We know how to creative ways.
If there's a little bump on something, we'll be able to work it out. We can't really work out a felony.
No.
Did something really bad like that, we can't work that out. But a little credit bump or something, there's explanations we can write. But Ed, one thing is that when people go, people want to bypass the profession, right? They think they want to save a couple bucks. I want to tell you what happened.
They're not saving bucks.
I want to tell you what happened to someone because they got scammed. So there was a for sale by owner, and they had a sign right there at the house. The person called the number, went and took a look at the house, said, "Yeah, I love it. I'll buy it." The guy said, "Great. All we got to do is sign the title. Here's the title. You give me the cash. And then you go down to the motor vehicle." They said, "Great." So they did that.
Here's your bill of sale.
They gave them a bill of sale. They transferred the title, and they went down to the motor vehicle, and the title now is in their name. And then they found out they had to make park approval. So they said, "Oh, this is not a problem. I'm not a felon. I've got good standing. My credit score's in the 800s. No problem. I'll go ahead and do that." Well, they got down there to find that they were to do the park approval. Yeah, they were absolutely welcomed into the community. There was a $6,500 bill for them.
Yeah, because nobody paid the lot rent.
The lot rent went into arrears, and the home was being evicted. And in order to save the home from eviction, they had to pay the lawyer off and the back lot rent, a total over $6,500. That is something a buyer will not know, especially someone from Wisconsin. How would they know they had to do that? How would they know they would have to pay the back lot rent of somebody else?
They met nice little Charlie. Charlie talked them into that.
A nice couple. It was a nice couple. A nice older couple. I mean, gray hairs, man. I mean, you would think that they're the sweetest couple ever. But, man, they sold that house because if they didn't sell it, they were going to lose it. In the park. They would have lost it to the park for not paying the lot rent. And that could happen. If you don't pay your lot rent, that's your collateral is the home.
Right.
So you have to keep that lot rent paid.
Other things with for sale by owners is that they give you this bill of sale and everything, only to find out that they didn't transfer the title into their name from the previous owner.
Right.
So then they go to the tag office and find out they have to pay taxes on the last one and this one to get a clean title.
Right.
So,
and with us, with our team, we have people specifically that do that job. They specifically send paperwork over before we get park approval to make sure there is no back lot rent, there are no liens on the titles. We will make sure all of that for you. So when you shop with SunBelt, you're going to have confidence and you're going to have peace of mind. That's important. You don't want any surprises when you are buying a manufactured home. You don't know how to do it. You're from Michigan, Ohio, Hawaii, wherever you're from. You don't know how it goes in Florida. That's why getting a professional like SunBelt Homes is the way to go. It's going to be the cheapest way for you.
And it's going to probably be the least amount of time you'll spend in this shopping mode. Why do you want to do the shopping mode? You think you left something on the table when something obviously there, and it's right there for you. You could have pulled the trigger on it, and then all of a sudden something happens.
Yeah.
You want to go and think about it, pray on it, whatever you're going to do, okay? And then you call me a week later after I spent a lot of time with you looking for homes, and you went and looked with other people. Then you call me back and go, that house at 425 Tulip, we want to buy it. Sorry, it is signed, done, you're done.
People have got to notice a good deal.
You
You
got
got to
to
notice it, and you got to strike.
I mean, if it's got a new roof, it got new air conditioning within 2 years old. I mean, it's
What are you
something,
thinking?
and they reduced the price so low. People have to jump on these deals.
Yeah.
The window of opportunity is there. How long is it going to be open? I don't know. I mean, we're thinking that these homes are going to start elevating in price.
Yeah. And when you say that, how long is that window going to be open?
Yeah.
That is the big question, right? But here's one thing I know: when that window starts closing, that's when people want to buy.
Yeah, they'll
Buy
go
when
frenzy.
it's open. The
They'll
frenzy comes when they see that window start closing, man.
They could have been saving thousands and thousands. They get down to hundreds, and I want to buy it now.
That's right. Don't do that, folks. You buy now. This is the time to buy right now. This is your season. Make a win-win for yourself. You're listening to SunBelt Homes. We'll be right back after this quick message. They could find our website. We have a lot of information in the library of our website. We have a lot of different pages about new homes. They could take a look at all the different floor plans and new homes. They can see about removal of homes. Our website's great information for anything in the mobile home business. But a lot of it is, I would say, talk to people like me. Pick up the phone and give me a call. That's the best way to do it. All right, welcome back to MH Live. I'm Dave Siracusa here with Ed Salvatore, and we've been chatting about buyers, what buyers needed to learn or know and how to win.
What they didn't understand, and figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. So Ed, but now we got to flip the page. We're going to flip the script a little bit.
Yep.
We're going to talk about what sellers need to understand in this market.
Okay,
Yeah.
we can do that.
And Ed, how many times have you heard a seller call you and say, listen, we got to do something, man. Nobody's seen my home. No one's coming to visit my home.
Nobody's come in the door yet.
Yeah, what are we going to do? I've had my home on the market for 3 months and no one's looked at it.
Well, they have. I pull up some websites, and I can show them on our dashboard. I can show them on other mediums. That they're having a lot of traffic coming
Hundreds,
through.
maybe sometimes thousands.
Within 30 days, they have 600 people have gone through their house. It's a different world out there. It's very different in selling homes. Tech has changed the way buyers shop. Their shopping habits have changed completely. So, in other words, back in the day, they didn't know the address or anything. They had to call an agent. They had to find out where the address was. Then they'd have to go through the hassle of that, and maybe they'd cruise parts and try to find it. But they didn't have the
And they'd
technology
have an
that
ad.
they have right now.
They'd have a
ad
magazine
from a
ad,
magazine
and
or
they try
newspaper.
They try to look at the house and,
Yep.
and see if they can match it in the
See if they can find it in the park.
Yeah.
But the whole thing's changed now. They can shop in their pajamas. I mean, they can sit at home and just
Yeah.
Now, you people that are getting a lot of people going through your house virtually, that's a good thing because it only takes one buyer.
That's
one.
right.
Now, other people, I have people that only have 60 people going through their home, and there's a reason why.
And that's what we figure out, and that's how we measure.
Yeah, we have to stop and figure it out, and we do it pretty quickly. In 30 days, I'm going to let you know, this is your score, here's your scorecard, this is how your home's performing. We have to change something. We have to.
Now, that lazy salesperson neighbor won't have any of that information. That one who's just hustling,
No.
trying to
Oh,
hustle.
the guy in the park?
The guy in the park just trying to hustle.
Trying to make extra money?
The lazy guy, yeah.
Yeah.
So he'll have none of that information, and it's just a fact that listen, nowadays people don't walk. If they're walking through your home, the chance of them actually buying it is very, very high, over 80%.
Yeah.
If they're actually walking in your home to tour your home, that means they've seen it online, they've gone through it, they've already done the math, they've already talked to the agent. They're almost ready to buy it. If everything looks good when they go through that home, the chance of you getting an offer is very strong.
Out of those people that show up in these statistics, a lot of them get in their car and they drive the neighborhood. It might not be your house that they didn't like. They didn't like the neighborhood. They didn't like where it was. They didn't like the neighbor. They didn't like something. But we'll never know that. We'll never know that.
No.
That when they travel and they're going through these communities, don't it can't be your house only.
Right.
So they're looking at other homes. They might buy another home because of the situation. But if they don't like the community, they're done. They're out.
Yeah.
So and a lot of these people are going to do the long tour and go through the community sign by sign. That's when they're finding out that I can't show these, they can't show those.
Right.
And it makes the process a lot harder for you. If you just hook up with a professional and let us guide you through the very easy way to purchase a home with a good feeling where you're going to feel secure, you're going to feel like it's personal, and you're going to feel like it's very professional the way we do it, seamless.
Right. But, again, buyers just have to understand, just because someone has not come through your home physically, hundreds have gone through your home virtually. And that's how the whole thing is done now. And we didn't create that system because we actually like to talk to people. Oh, yeah. We don't like texting.
No.
We would rather be in front of somebody, show them the home, give them all the details, because you just get more face-to-face.
And since technology has changed this, other companies should be really jumping on it and going crazy and promoting your home by using technology. But a lot of them aren't because it costs them money. So
the agent.
It cost the company money to promote too.
Yeah. Normally the agents have to do their own.
Yep.
Other
I understand.
Companies where SunBelt here, we actually here's the thing. It's with SunBelt, this was my philosophy on marketing. I want marketing to be uniform.
Right.
I need the brand to be perfect. And I just don't trust independent contractors, agents. Now, Ed, I would definitely trust you. Obviously, you've been doing it 19 years. You do your own marketing, and we let you handle it all, whatever. But there's agents that have been around for a year, 2 years. I don't want them handling anything that has to do with my name, branding on their marketing, because I don't trust that they're going to do it the way I would want it done. So.
Well, companies and agents are trying to spend less when they should be actually trying to promote this. They can reach a lot more people than they could ever before.
Well, let me tell you that it's funny you say that. Now is the time to. A lot of people pull back, and I'm kind of smart about that, recognizing I see our competition pulling back, and that's when I go forward.
We've always
done that, man. That's how we have always pushed it forward. We have not slowed down on marketing. We've actually increased marketing during a slow time. Yeah. We've actually increased. We've gone with a pod show now. We've gone with a radio show. We've gone with more social media marketing. You'll see it. You see it. If you knew SunBelt before, you know us now. You'll see now we're actually investing more, and we're growing our company more. We're asking more agents to come aboard our company and grow new areas now.
We could talk about that too.
Absolutely.
You guys got opportunities there. People that are already living in these communities. It's a great opportunity for you, even if you just wanted to just dip into it a little bit at a time. Your big goal, I have 2 agents that work for me, under me, as I call them deputies, and basically we started out with all I wanted them to do was cover their lot rent, live for free. That's all.
Yep.
And
that was their goal.
That was my goal for them, was to live for free. Well, then they lived for free, then they paid their utilities, then they paid their cable, and everything started going, lights started clicking, and now they do more than that, of course.
Yeah.
But
now they're going on cruises.
Yeah, they're going on cruises. But no, the question is here, why don't you want to supplement your income just a little bit? When you're already living in the community, you love the community, you could sell the community, and you're a part of it. Why wouldn't you not reach out? Call us at 352-314-0900. You can find us anywhere. Yeah. If you want to supplement your income, you don't have to be at Walmart. Welcome. You don't have to be that guy with the vest on.
You don't have to be bagging at Publix.
You don't have to be over at McDonald's. You don't have to do that. You can do this from the convenience of your own home in your own neighborhood and make some extra money. What's wrong with that?
Ed, okay, let's go on. I wanted to, because I've been waiting to talk about this. This is going to be so fun. This is going to be so fun.
Okay.
Ed, we need to talk about, because again, this whole segment is about what the sellers need to understand in this market.
Okay.
And we got to tell them the truth about open houses, man.
I'd love to.
Okay.
I'd love to.
We are fully transparent, and we are going to tell you the truth about open houses.
First,
you want to be the one to break the bad news, or do you want me to?
I'll do it.
Break it. Go ahead.
First of all, homeowner, the reason that they are doing this open house for you, they're gracing your presence on a Saturday between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock,
Yep.
is because they're looking to get more listings. Okay? The whole idea of this is to throw some cookies out, a couple bottles of water, and hang out in your neighborhood using your house, nice and air conditioned, lights are on, probably comfortable couch and dining room table that they could sit at.
Yep.
And what they're doing is they're, number one, showing you as a homeowner that they're doing something for you.
They're trying.
They're
Yeah.
showing
And
you that.
that's-
Yeah,
and
that's admirable.
Absolutely.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. You're doing something because your homeowner is on you. I see it. You know, they're not getting the response they should have had. You may have priced it too high. I don't know. Just saying. But you're there. And it's a Saturday afternoon from 10 to 1. You're there having a good time with your cookies and everything. But let me tell you, what they're doing is interviewing people coming into your house on your furniture to find out what they really, really want and to move that sweet little couple over to the house that they want to show them. Okay? Now, the other thing is that you guys are probably going to be astounded about this.
Boy.
The open house itself, the one that's featured, probably less than 5% of those sell. If one of those sells, it's almost like winning the lottery.
It really is that. It really is. I've never sold a house. I have. I have sold new homes. We had a new open house at
That's
Hidden
new
Harbor.
homes is different. New
I sold
homes is
something like that.
different.
But yeah, just having an open. Now look at. Do we do them? Absolutely. And do we try to sell it?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we know the chance of selling at an open house is very slim. Very, very slim. Yet we still will put the marketing out there. We'll still put it on MH Village to show people there's an open house. We'll still do the marketing for it. We know that the sellers want to see that. They want to see something, you know.
They
We're
want to
gonna do
see
it.
their house on social
Yeah.
media. They want to see the flyer. They love it. They get all tickled. But I just want you to know, I mean, come on. We're trying our best to sell your home. But what's going to happen typically is that it's going to be an interview process, and
Yeah.
the chances of that home being sold is going to be less than you think, and it's also going to be I know you guys have experienced this. All of a sudden, little Linda has another home for sale, and she comes to you, and you see the sign when you're going out to the store, and you see Linda's sign out there, a brand new one, fresh out of the box.
Yeah.
And there it sits. And then you call Linda, and she goes, I got another one that's going to help your home sell. Well,
What do you mean, Ed? Explain what you mean.
okay. So, this agent got a listing in the park.
Right.
It doesn't come up for a week.
Oh.
All of a sudden, this homeowner goes out and sees the sign in the yard. Okay? She calls them and calls their agent that did their open house. Yeah. Frank's on board now, so we're going to have two houses
There
to
you
sell.
go, right.
It's going to be better for you.
Piggybacking, yes.
It's going to be
absolutely.
better for you. Well, not usually, because the two houses are probably different.
Could be way off in prices.
Yeah,
too.
it could be double wide, single wide, whatever. But the whole thing is these companies, a lot of companies don't promote their agents the way that we do it. They don't put
Sure.
the money into it. Their business plan is magnetic signs on the doors of the cars, some business cards, have a good time.
That's right.
And we're not like that.
Mhm.
If you come with us, I'm telling you again, let's just start in the communities. You can contact me myself, okay? Contact me, and I'll put you in a nice little part-time job that's going to be very rewarding for you. You could
Give
be
them your
one of
number,
our little
Ed.
deputies.
Give them your number.
My telephone number is 352-430-6847.
So, you know, an open house is, so just to get right down to it, the plain truth of it is when we do an open house, we're getting geared up to possibly get more listings. because we know people in the community. If you're doing an open house and say, again, Mid-Florida Lakes has got over 1,000 homes, we know people are going to come by that actually live in the community to check us out, to interview us, to see, hey, how's it going with this? You know, what have you guys been doing, who we are? And if we can click with that person, we're going to get another listing in the park.
Well,
That's
the
kind of
other
what
thing
that's
is
about.
that a lot of
Fully
these,
transparent here.
yeah, a lot of these people have already done their 6 months with another agency and they're not getting anything out of it. So that's when they come to visit and they see what the SunBelt way is, and we tell them, and we show them all this polished brochures and all the cards and all the things that we do to promote. Oh, here's one of our lovely brochures right here, right
That's
now.
right.
So I'm just saying that's just one of them, but other people don't have anything like that to come up. That maybe they could get crayons and stuff and create something. But
Because a lot of them are, again, these, you know, look at, there's a company that was a real estate company that came into the manufactured home industry because they got a bunch of agents from another company that, you know, they were losing agents. They're just a bunch of loser agents is what I look for. I didn't even go after those agents. I could have. I didn't want to because I knew them all. I didn't want that. I did not want that, you know.
No, it's just it's a
But
different philosophy of
it is.
how to do it. But we're going to get into one show that's going to be the real on realtors. And
Oh
I
yeah,
can't
that'll
wait.
be a fun show. And we also, in upcoming shows,
Yeah.
we have a lawyer coming on the show,
Yeah.
and he's going to be talking about some laws that pertain to manufactured homes and the 723 statutes. We also have coming up on the show, we have a marketing genius who's going to talk about how to market, the new way of marketing, and kind of how we're doing it right. Actually,
Yeah.
they're going to confirm all that for us, so that's going to be interesting to have too. We're excited to have some guests on the show.
Well, the lawyer's going to be good because we can talk about probate and different things like that.
All right, well, we got to go. They're telling us go, go, go. Listen, thanks for listening, everybody. And you're listening to MH Live.